Welcome to Vizkits. If you're here, you've either attended our Get Accredited Ready training or you've just got a specific interest in Tableau. The training covers all you need to know to pass the Desktop Specialist and Data Analyst exams. Stick around at the end of the exercise solution for more information. By the end of the 18 exercise solutions, you'll end up with 4 interactive dashboards just like these. The contents of this solution video covers the following material from the training: hidden containers and a reset filter button. We're now on page 95 for our final exercise, and in this exercise we're going to add some hidden containers to the dashboards that we've built in our previous exercises. Click into your regional analysis dashboard, and at the bottom of the dashboard pane we're going to change this from a tiled option to a floating option, and then from the objects menu we're going to drag a horizontal container, and you can see that it's a container because it's highlighted in blue around the outside. We're going to click on that downward arrow and we're going to add a show hide button, and here's our new button. Click on the down arrow and edit that button. This one, I've made some image icons. I've done it in PowerPoint. They've been made available to you so you can use those images for these buttons. With item shown selected, we're going to choose the option to browse. So when the item shown, we want to show this exit icon. And then when the item is hidden, we want to be able to use the help icon. Click on OK, and then we're going to increase the size of that button. And then I'm just going to move this container, make it a little bit smaller. Now at the bottom of the dashboard, what I want to do is I want to bring a tiled object into this container rather than a floating. So I need to change this back to tiled, and then I'm going to drag a text box inside that sheet. And I'm just going to put some instructions in here. So click a country to filter the average days to ship chart. There are also 2 hyperlinks in the tooltip. That will take you to the dashboards that will be filtered by that country. So I'm just giving the user some instruction here. Let's make that bold and let's change the font size slightly. Click on OK. Now I want to select that floating container, so if I double click the text box I can see the container that it's in, and I'm going to go into the layout tab and I want to put a background on here. So I'm just going to choose that light grey background, and it just makes it easier to see that it's actually overlaying the map. Test that button now, use the Alt key. If I click on the exit option we get our information button. If I click on the information button we get our instruction. Make sure that you save the workbook, and there are some bonuses here for you to do. So the first bonus, we're going to add a help button to the sales and profit analysis dashboard underneath the detail selector parameter control, and we're going to we've got some text here that we're going to use. So it's our sales and profit analysis. So remember, we need a floating container first of all. In fact, let's drop that up here for now. We're going to create an add show hide button, which we're going to put here. below the detail selector. I'm going to make that a bit bigger. And then we're going to edit that button. So when the item's shown, we're going to have the exit option. And when the item's hidden, we're going to have the help icon. And click on OK. And then we just need to reposition our container. And then we need to swap back to a tiled object, and we're going to put a text box into that floating object. And in here we're going to put choose either a customer breakdown or a products breakdown in the scatter plot. Let's just make that a font size of 10, and let's make it bold and click on OK. So I'm going to just make this a little bit smaller. So I need to click on the handle, so I've got the container selected. Oops. And again, we're going to put a grey background on that to make it easier to see. And just test that button. Let's put the border on the container itself. And in fact, let's go back into our other one and do the same for that as well. There we go. So let's just test that button now. You might want to just change the position slightly to wherever you want it to be. The next bonus is we're going to add a help button to the employee analysis dashboard underneath the profit status legend. So let's go into our employee analysis. So we're going to go to change this to floating, and I'm going to bring a horizontal container on here, and we're going to click on the more options and add a show hide button, and that's going to go in here. Okay, so let's configure that. So when the item's shown, we want the exit icon. When the item's hidden, we want the help icon. Click on OK. Over to here. Let's just move this slightly. And let's make sure this is within our dashboard. Let's make it a bit bigger. So remember to change this back to tiled. We're going to drop a text object in there. We're going to call this one click on an employee in the employee profit breakdown sheet to filter the other charts for that employee. Use the tooltip hyperlink to view an order breakdown for that employee. Okay, so let's just make that font size of 10. Let's make it bold. Let's click on OK, and then I can resize this. So let's make it a bit smaller. There we go. And let's go into the layout, and let's put a light grey background on that, and let's put a border on that as well. And let's just test that out. So click on exit, and click on the eye, and we'll get our help option. And then finally, in the order breakdown worksheet, we're going to put a container down the bottom to tell the users they can click on this to download a crosstab. So change the floating, and it's a horizontal container again. Let's add the show hide button. Let's drag this down here, make it bigger, make it a little bit more central. Okay, let's edit that. So when the item's shown, choose the exit button. When the item's hidden, show the information icon. Click on OK. Click on OK. Let's make this a lot smaller than that. Okay, so remember to change that back to tiled. Drop a text object in, and with this one we're going to put click the download crosstab to export the order breakdown table to Excel. And again, let's make that slightly bigger, make it bold, click OK. Let's make that container a bit smaller. There we go. And then let's go into our layout tab, put a light grey background. Let's put a border on there as well. Let's just test that button. Let's save that. You can also use hidden containers to show hide different worksheets. We're going to add the sales and profit by employee tree map to the employee analysis within a show hide container. So click on the employee analysis worksheet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a floating vertical container. Sorry, let's make sure we make that floating. And I'm going to make that the same size as our employee sales by profit status breakdown. And then I'm going to add a show hide button. I'm going to drop that here. In fact, let me just close that. So we're going to edit the button. So when the item's shown, we're going to have the exit button. And when the item's hidden, we've got this product breakdown icon that I've created in PowerPoint. Click on OK. And then we're going to change this back to tiled. And then we've got our proportional sales and profit sheet that I'm going to drop into that. And then I'm going to make sure that that fits the entire view. Then I'm going to double click on the handle to make sure it's the container that's chosen, and I'm going to go in and choose a light grey background. I'm going to double click the title of that, and I'm going to bring employee full name in here, click on apply and OK. And then we're going to click on an employee name, and the dashboard action kicks in then. And if I click on Anne again, it's not going to change anything, but if I click on Laura, it will change it specifically to her. Click on the Alt button, and you can click, and that closes the button, and click on Exit. If you go into presentation mode now, you'll be able to navigate through your dashboard, you'll be able to use your dashboard actions. But on certain sheets, we're going to have filters. So if I go to regional analysis, and let's see an order breakdown, this is now broken down for USA. But actually, you might want to clear that filter from here. So I'm going to create a new worksheet. So let's click Escape to come out of presentation mode. Let's create a new worksheet, and I'm just going to call this Reset. We're going to create a calculated field, and we're going to call this Reset Label. And we're literally going to put the syntax of reset filters and click on OK. That reset label's gone to the bottom of the marks card, and we're going to drag that onto the text section of the marks card here. And from the worksheet file menu, we're going to untick show title. We're going to change that to be entire view, and then we're going to make that center aligned. So we're going to change the horizontal alignment to center and the vertical alignment to center. Right click anywhere in that canvas and choose format, and we're going to go to this shading section here. And from the default worksheet, we're going to change that shading to dark grey here, and we're going to click on the text section and then click on the ellipse, and that reset label we're going to change to be white, and we want it as a font size 8, and we want that as Tableau bold, and click on OK. So click it into the order breakdown sheet now, and from the sheet section, so let's just click on the X to come out of the format. From the dashboard sheet section, we've got this reset option. I'm just going to drag that underneath employee analysis. From the object section, I'm going to bring in a blank, and I'm going to drag that at the bottom. I'm going to resize this filter so it's the same size as the other buttons. I just need to get rid of the title here. Let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So we need to add a dashboard action now to make this reset button work. So we're going to go to dashboard, actions, and we're going to add an action, and it's a filter action. And we're going to call this our action reset filter. So we need to make sure our reset is chosen. We're going to run the action on a select, and the target sheet is going to be the order sheet, and clearing the selection will show all values, and the selected fields are our employee full name, and also our country customers. Don't worry about this error here, it's not going to make any difference. Click on OK and OK again. So let's go to our regional analysis dashboard. Let's click on that country and let's see an order breakdown for the USA. Click on reset filters with the Alt button clicked, and you can see that's now reset those filters. So thanks very much everyone, that's the last exercise. I'll speak to you again soon. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, follow and subscribe, as I'll be posting a lot more content than just the exercise solutions. And if you're interested in attending the training, then visit our website vizkits.co.uk. There's a course every week, and for only £99 you get a one-day online course that will cover all of the material that you need to know to pass the Tableau Certified Desktop Specialist and Tableau Certified Data Analyst exams. All delegates are given a 100+ page exercise manual containing 18 detailed exercises to complete offline. The exercises will test what you have learned and give the trainer an idea of how well you've learned the material. All exercise solutions are available as videos on YouTube, so if you get stuck, there's help available online. You'll need to submit the completed exercise workbook to the trainer for evaluation about a week after the course. The trainer will then schedule a 1-hour online face-to-face meeting to discuss your strengths and weaknesses and advise you if you're exam ready and what you need to work on. If you just want the exercise solution manual, then that's available as well for £19.99. See you all on the next video.